For those who have achieved the status of legend in the sport of figure skating, the first steps to fame included an undying commitment to training, a love for the sport that made them want to make a difference to both their peers and their audience. Nowhere was that more evident than in their thirst for competition and their desire to accept the challenge, to prove to themselves that they could train harder and longer and finish at the top of their game. Nowhere is that better exemplified than in the character of this man, a consummate performer and the world's ambassador for the sport of figure skating, Scott Hamilton. From the Huntington Civic Arena in Huntington, West Virginia, welcome to an evening of Magic on Ice, the best of the Legends Figure Skating Championships. Hello once again, everyone. I'm Bob Varsha. The Legends began with an idea to bring together some of the greatest names in the sport of figure skating in men's and ladies, pairs, and ice dancing for an evening of competition that emphasized artistic brilliance over technical elegance. The result was some of the greatest skating we've seen in a long time. In the next 2 hours, we'll bring you the highlights of that competition, the best of the best, if you will. Along with me, you'll be hearing from my ESPN colleagues, Peter Carruthers, Kathy Casey, Judy Blumberg, and Helen Chickering. We'll be back in a moment to get the competition underway, and we hope you'll enjoy it.
ESPN's Legends of Figure Skating Championships is brought to you in part by the Campbell Soup's 1996 tour of World Figure Skating Champions. The greatest skaters ever, coming to your city this spring.
She's the three-time U.S. National Champion.
Welcome back to the Legends Figure Skating Championships. Bob Varsha along with Peter Carruthers and Kathy Casey now on the ice, tied for second after the first of 3 rounds of competition among the ladies. 3-time U.S. National Champion, 1983 World Champion, and 84 Olympic silver medalist Rosalind Sumners.
Rosalind is the only skater in this entire Legends competition who's performing 3 brand new programs. She's very excited about all of them.
Her artistry obviously very strong, but you may be wondering what can move her up in the standings. Later on, an Ina Bauer double axel. We'll be looking for that.
Just 2/10 of a point behind our leader, Elizabeth Manley of Canada, coming into this second round. Dorothy Hamill, with whom Rosalind was tied, has already skated.
Now here, that Ina Bauer double axel. Solid.
Solid. This is a move she used in her amateur days. Might be interesting to point out that our entire ladies team from Sarajevo happens to be here in this competition. Tiffany Chen, Elaine Zayak, and Rosalind Sumners. They were talking last night about how sad it is to see videos of Sarajevo and the Olympic arena gone and the people struggling, and their hearts were sad.
And you have one more sitting here that was there that feels the same way.
Early years of her professional career, Roz Sumners would typically skate 400 shows a year.
Nice double toe loop incorporated into her choreography.
Rosalind Sumners, who's enjoying skating more now than she did when she came out of the Olympic Games in 1984, saying that her schedule is just jammed, and her manager agent actually says that she could book more if she wanted it. So she's really in demand.
And for good reason. One of the most elegant skaters on the professional circuit, 3-time U.S. national champion Rosalind Sumners. Still to come on the Best of the Legends, 1992 Olympic silver medalist Paul Wiley and a 1991 inductee into the U.S. Figure Skating Hall of Fame, Dorothy Hamill.
Welcome back to the Legends Figure Skating Championships, presented by the Campbell Soup's 1996 Tour of World Figure Skating Champions. Coming up, 1992 Olympic silver medalist Paul Wiley, whose dramatic performances in Albertville captured the hearts of all Americans. Earlier, we asked him about his commitment to combining music and theater as key elements of his routines.
Since I'm performing these programs over and over again, I feel that I want to skate to something that really compels me and something that will bring me to a different place every time I take the ice. Like an actor would prepare, to go. I don't want to just put music on that will be background music, but I want the music to transform both me and the audience and to take us to a place where we're thinking on a different level than just skating.
Triple Lutz plan here. Up, and he has chosen to make a double.
And remember, Scott Hamilton hit that triple Lutz earlier, so that will not help Paul in his quest to climb up in the standings, at least to catch Scott Hamilton.
He had a very, very difficult program plan here. Did a beautiful triple flip, preceded by a spiral, which is hard as the entrance is made difficult. Very effective, difficult footwork here. Nice combination spin to end with. 3 different positions and a change of foot.
Next on the ice, Dorothy Hamill, whose rise to stardom followed the glorious careers of Peggy Fleming and Janet Lynn, 2 women who dominated the sport in the late 1960s and early 70s. We asked Dorothy how she was compared to those stars back then and how her skating could be characterized now.
I was always considered the athletic skater, which I find hilarious because now everybody says, oh, you're so pretty and you're so graceful and all this. And, there are athletic skaters out there. So the younger ones are. So, I kind of get a kick out of that because I always wanted to be beautiful like Janet Lynn and beautiful like Peggy Fleming. I just wasn't like that. So I've worked on it a lot over the years, and so it's a great compliment when people can say that, finally I'm sometimes graceful.
Skating to K.D. Lang's version of Sugar Moon, here's Dorothy Hamill.
sugar moon. I can see it's right now. Get the calendar down and draw a circle around the day we're having by. When it's sugar cane time and around about two, all the birds will be singing beneath that old sugar moon.
And we remember those moves from 1976 at the Innsbruck Olympic Games when she won her gold medal. Funny story, one of the ladies in the dressing room in the first round said that she was shaking so hard with her mascara because she was so nervous. But with that smile, it doesn't seem like anything's wrong. She looks great.
Dorothy has a charisma and a magic about her that we as coaches can't teach skaters. Either they're born with it or they're not, and it's followed her through her entire career, and I'm sure it will affect her marking here tonight. Performance by Dorothy Hamill.
In the first round of competition, she suffered a fall, but still got fairly high marks. This time, no obvious flaws, and once again, the crowd comes to its feet. Make no mistake about who the star of this show might be. Welcome back to a packed house at the Huntington Civic Arena for the Legends Figure Skating Championships, presented by the 1996 Campbell's Tour of World Figure Skating Champions. Inside the arena, Bob Varsha along with Judy Blumberg. We are ready for our first pairs competitors, the 1984 Olympic silver medalists, Kitty and Peter Carruthers.
No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. But I have learned that all you give is all you get. So give it all you've got.
Very, very pretty adagio lift. This piece reflects Peter's and Kitty's thoughts about life. It's a tribute to all their years of skating together, and they have a charisma that I think no other team has out there on the ice.
As long as I'm still in the game, I want to play.
Triple Salchow, throw triple Salchow. That was very unexpected.
Keep in mind, this pair is returning to competition for this event. As a result, there's been a lot of practice time to miss. But you couldn't tell it from the skating.
Here's to life. Dreamers on their
Slight little adjustment in her dress there. What's obvious to those of us who have known Peter and Kitty for a long time is the respect that's grown throughout the years.
And all that's good get better. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you.
twist lift. She really got up there. Everything looks so clean and easy tonight.
And all that's good get better. Here's to life. Here's to love. Here's to you.
The program was choreographed by Sandra Bezic, and I think it beautifully shows how much Peter and Kitty feel for one another. Ending with a spiral on his shoulder. Not an easy move, I might add.
Four-time U.S. National Pairs champions, brother and sister Kitty and Peter Carruthers, in their final pairs performance of this Legends Figure Skating Championships.
Getting ready backstage, 1984 world champions Paul Martini and Barbara Underhill. Before the competition, we asked Paul if there was a unique characteristic about their skating that separates them from the other pairs competitors in the field.
I think what we bring to the ice is perhaps the same reason why people go to the movies, why people go to the theater, why people read a good novel. There's some emotion to it. It gathers you up, it pulls you in, it lets you lose yourself for even a short period of time. And even in our sport, it's only 3.5 to 4 minutes. But if you can capture your audience in that short a time frame and take them somewhere where they're not, then I think you've done your job very well.
In the morning light, half awake and half asleep. Have you ever laid down thinking, was it all a dream? Did you reach out and she's there?
This is a program, Have You Ever Been, by Peter Cetera. And the signs of Barb and Paul skating are a purity of line, very deep knees, great edge skating, and just overall clean skating.
Have you ever felt how far a heart can fall? Have you ever stayed up waiting for a telephone call just to hear her say hello? 'Cause we miss each other so. Have you ever been in love?
Her feet on this platter lift, well above her head.
She's far away.
Their movement is so effortless over the ice. It barely looks like they're pushing, but yet they have tremendous amount of speed. Leap of faith, beautifully done. Notice the knee bend on that landing of the throw axle. It's deep, it's solid, it's very sure.
Making their performance even more remarkable is the fact that they have come back following a long break for the birth of Barbara's second child.
And they haven't lost a thing.
Still to come from Huntington, West Virginia, 1992 Olympic gold medalists Marina Klimova and Sergei Ponomarenko in a stirring rendition of Romeo and Juliet. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Legends Figure Skating Championships, presented by the 1996 Campbell Soups Tour of World Figure Skating Champions. Next on the ice, 1992 Olympic gold medalists Klimova and Ponomarenko. And the idea for their third and final routine is the Shakespearean romance of Romeo and Juliet. Pay special attention to the drama and the sequence of events that tell this tragic love story.
And you'll notice again the use of the prop. This time it's candlesticks. Exceptional skaters. They incorporate speed, difficulty, technique, all into one smooth piece of choreography. You know, the story of young lovers seems suited to them. They got married when she was only 17, shortly after the Sarajevo Olympics in 1984. Magnificent move, one of their own, the split move underneath his body. Just beautiful.
They maintain a home in Lake Arrowhead in the San Bernardino Mountains of Southern California, as well as a home in Moscow. While in this country, they train with the Canadian ice dance champions Shaylin Bourne and Victor Kratz.
It's so fluid. And there are many times that music becomes too big for the skater, and this is definitely not one of those cases.